Hi. The First Amendment was adopted on December 15, 1791. It established a separation of the church and state that prohibited the federal government from making any law respecting an establishment of religion. It also prohibits the government, in most cases, from interfering with a person's religious belief or practices. Religion and policies experts agree its growth harder in recent years for people of faith in the US to live out their belief. But they have different ideas about which ongoing threat to the religion's freedom should be seen as most serious. In United States today, many people don't feel comfortable wearing religious symbols or sitting in the houses of worships, and should be heartbreaking for everyone. Some people in the US really feel like that they are unable to practice their faith without fear for their physical safety. Common man of the American is now thinking that they can walk down the streets wearing a turban or scarf without fear that somebody will attack them. The First Amendment to the United States Constitution begins, Congress shall make no law respect in an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Fast forward about 250 years, and religious freedom is one of the most pressing issues in American cultures today. Let's take a look at some of the concerns surrounding this issue. First of all, we should describe the religious freedom. What is religious freedom? Religious freedom is more than the freedom to worship in synagogue, church or mosque. It means people should not have to go against their core values and beliefs in order to conform for culture or government religions. Religious freedom protects people's rights to live, speak and act according to their belief, peacefully and publicly. It protects their ability to be themselves at work, in class, at social activities. But now question is arisen, does such freedom allow people to do whatever they want under the cover of the religion? Well, that answer is no. Big no. The Supreme Court has said the federal government may limit religious freedom, but only when it has a compelling interest to do so in order to protect the common good and limit people's ability to harm others. Here is how that applies to the most common allegations in religious freedom cases today. Charges of the discrimination: should florists, photographers and bakers be forced to provide their services for same-sex weddings and celebrations that violate that religious belief? Well, let's flip the question. In both cases, the answer should be no. There are plenty of the other bakers that provide cakes for same-sex weddings, and there are other graphic artists a religious group can hire. Additionally, in neither example is a person or a group being denied a service because who they are. It is because of the specific services they are requesting in. In these cases, there is not a compelling interest for the government to interfere. There is a difficult from Jim Crow laws that mandated segregation based on the racial supremacy. These laws prevented all individuals and businesses, regardless of their personal belief, from opening their doors and providing their services to African Americans. These laws enforce white spread discrimination and denied African American basic necessities. The government absolutely had a compelling interest to interfere, and that's why the answer is not. The question is very important. Now, does religious freedom mean religious people get special rights? No. Religious freedom prevents the cultural majority from the using of the state to impose their belief on others. This protects everyone, religious and non-religious alike, from the government becoming so powerful that it can tell people that to think and how to act. Conscience has been considered the individually most sacred right. A government that intrudes on conscience will not hesitate to intrude on our freedom. Additionally, forcing individuals and faith-based organizations to choose between living out their religious belief or serving their neighbors actually harms our communities. For your information, I tell you that an estimated 350,000 religious congregations operate schools, pregnancy resource centers, kitchens, drug addictions program, homeless shelters, adoption agencies. These efforts serve 70 million Americans each year, and the value of their services are estimated at over 1 trillion annually. Ultimately, everyone benefits from religious freedom. It covers all people equally: Christians, Jews, Muslims, agnostics, and atheists. Religious freedom preserves Americans' diversity, where people of the different faiths, worldviews, and beliefs can peacefully live together without fear of punishment from the government. Efforts to redress religious freedom is not just an attack on individual liberty and human dignity, but on the way foundation that it can make America strong. Thank you.